Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube? D546, and man, it feels good. It feels great. I did do some draft breakdowns, but it feels good to be doing some NFL breakdowns. You got Abdul Carter, who really looked like he was probably going to be our best our best edge rusher this year. Now, Dexter Lawrence, I'm not ready. People are saying that he's the best pass rusher on the team. He may very well get to that point, but I'm not going to sell Dexter Lawrence short yet. I'm not going to do that yet. But as far as edge players and rushing the passer, he looks like he's already the best. And Brian Burns is not joking around. This dude over here, Brian Burns, he's not joking around either. But Abdul Carter right here is being used as that weapon. Now, of course, he used to be lining up right here or right here and sort of shooting gaps. Let's get rid of this. He used to be kind of shooting gaps here, blitzing, kind of taking on the guards with the running start like not Micah McFadden, Michael Parsons and Anthony Barr. A lot of kind of hybrid linebackers where they would start from this stand-up linebacker position, coverage stand-up, off-ball linebacker position, and kind of blitz with a head of steam, and pick a side or bull rush the guy or do whatever they need to do to get past this guard. So he's lined up. Let's count it. Let's count it. As we always hear, we hear zero tech, we hear one tech, we hear two, we hear three. He's like four tech, a little bit shaded inside, so 3 3/4 tech, but pretty much four tech, pretty much 4-3 defensive end almost, kind of inside. Maybe a 4-3 defensive end will line up right here, but essentially right over the tackle. And Burns is all the way out here, so this tackle is going to have to come out to pick up Burns. But essentially, this guy he's not coming from a linebacker position, an off-ball linebacker position. He's coming straight from that with his hand in the dirt. So no head start, hand in the dirt against Osiris Torrance, a guy that's a really good player for the Bills. This Bills offensive line was the best in football as far as protecting the passer. And just take a look at this right off the bat. Gets held right off the bat because there's no answer for what he has for this guard here. He hits him with a 1-2 step, boom boom, gets held. Now, if he doesn't get held right here, Abdul Carter's already right here about to hit the quarterback if he doesn't get held. So that's like instant pressure, like Aaron Donald type interior pressure. And he gets held and he just keeps fighting. And take a look at it. And take a look at this here. You're going to just watch how he just keeps fighting through this contact as he's getting held and just extends that arm until this guard runs out of arm and is right there in Mr. Trubisky's face. And this is what this guy is bringing. This is on his first pass rushing snap in the NFL. He understands all the little things. He understands I got to extend my arm to get rid of this guy. And while I'm at it, I'm going to push off of the back of this center to get into the backfield here. And that's going to get me off of this guy. Because if I push off of this center, that's going to affect this guy's leverage that's holding me. So, of course, that affects his leverage there. Steps over that guy's ankle. And again, if this isn't a quick decision from Mr. Trubisky here, this is a sack, and this is a huge sack. All right, so for this next play, I want you all to understand what Abdul Carter is bringing to the game. Now, he's going to basically hit this guy right here is Deion Dawkins. 3-time Pro Bowl tackle Deion Dawkins. Again, the best pass blocking offensive line. He's the left tackle on the best pass blocking offensive line last year. He's going to hit Deion Dawkins with a similar move. I think he hits him with like a triple jab step and ends up working his way back inside. And just look at the acceleration from Abdul Carter on this play action. Running a play action against this guy is going to be dangerous because watch how he just kind of jab, jab, jab. And it's just happened so quickly. Look how far up the field this guy is. And this is him making first contact with the tackle. This is him making first contact with Deion Dawkins. So let's slow this down because, again, he's taking all these steps so quick you can barely see it. There was a clip in camp where this guy literally looked like he glitched across the field like a video game, and he literally moved that fast. So take a look here. He goes one outside hard step, another inside step, and now it's looking like he's committing fully to bending the corner, which he can do from this position. And he takes another outside hard step. And at that point, Deion Dawkins is sold. Watch 73. Watch this left foot move back. Left foot is back. He's trying to protect that outside. He's thinking I'm going to run around the corner. And as soon as he makes that decision to do that, Abdul Carter is inside. It's just that quick. Just that quick. And he can barely get hands on him. He can barely get hands on him. And again, that's your that's your quarterback right there. Getting sandwiched. If Mitch doesn't spin out of this is a sack. And of course, you want Roy Robertson Harris. I think that's Roy Robertson Harris. You want Roy Robertson Harris to clean that up right there. But it is what it is right there. It is what it is. But what a move, man. What a move. Watch the acceleration. Once he gets a little bit of clean air right there, he just kind of just zooms towards the quarterback. And that's like, you don't see this level of acceleration and bend, and you don't see this level of acceleration in the backfield from anybody that isn't an elite pass rusher. We haven't seen this type of backfield sort of acceleration since OC. All right, next play. Abdul Carter outside this time. Outside again, working against Deion Dawkins again. And he's going to set him up because last time you saw he started with the hard outside step, inside, hard outside, and then back inside. So let's take a look here. Starts off again. Again, I got to slow this down. And you all can go back and watch the highlights. You can go back and watch this if you want to see it in just regular motion. That's not why we come here. We want to see what's happening. So take a look. The first step is hard inside, hard outside. And now Deion Dawkins is like, okay, I'm not getting hit with the same move again. But now Abdul Carter closes the gap and he's in his chest. He's in his chest. He's engaged. And just watch this. I got to let this part play out because he starts with the double jabs outside, inside, then outside. And Deion Dawkins is prepared for that. But then he closes the gap, gets physical with him. You know about speed to power. How about power to speed? Watch this. Then just disengages and bends the corner. And look at Abdul Carter's ankle. This makes zero sense. Look at his ankle. Look at his ankle right here and tell me that this guy is a human being. Somebody tell me that this dude is a human being when his ankle is literally, there's no way that he should be getting this type of flexion in his ankle. It's hard to see, but literally, if I can draw the angle out, let's draw a picture of a foot. Let's say this is the bone, and I'm trying not to draw something crazy. Hopefully, I don't draw anything crazy. Let's say this is the bone of a foot. This is the ankle right here. A lot of people's foot can move like it can move right here. Their ankle can move here. Their ankle can move this way, and that's you'll be happy with that. This guy's ankle is basically turned around here. If you get what I'm saying, his leg is like the equivalent of right here. And I'm drawing. You've never seen somebody draw an ankle. You can't tell me you've ever seen somebody draw an ankle on a film breakdown. Anyway, this guy's ankle is pretty much bent the most that I've ever seen anybody's ankle be bent. And he's at full speed accelerating. At full speed. He ends up getting buried a little bit as he turns the corner. But for the most part, he's on balance. And if he's able to reach that left arm out, he's going to grab the guy's leg. But the fact that he bent this corner like this, after boom, watch the speed, then the power, then back to speed. I mean, the way he's able to turn this corner, flip the hips, put that ankle down, because look, it doesn't look like he's going to even have a place to put this foot. It looks like he lost his rep, and he turns his corner right there. Forces the step up right there. Trubisky has to get rid of it. All right, and this is the least of the flashy plays right here. Abdul Carter lined up outside the tight end. Lined up actually over the receiver. Outside the tight end. Way outside the tackle here. And what you're going to see is just regular football. Just regular football showing some discipline, sliding down, and then coming in and helping out with a tackle right here in the run game. Keeping contained at first, he sees that Mitch doesn't have the ball, and he just goes and gets the running back. Just goes and gets him, helps with the tackle right there. Doesn't, this isn't a standout play from him. But even on the plays where he didn't do much, this guy is still wrapping up. All right, so we're gonna stop it right here. I'm just gonna circle Abdul Carter, and maybe this will be a thumbnail, and we're just gonna say this dude is a complete freak. This guy's ankle flexion is out of this world. His acceleration is out of this world. His bend in the hips is out of this world. He can play coverage. He can rush from three. He can rush from the four tech. I mean, I thought Thibodeau was going to be the guy that was going to be rushing from inside. He put on some weight. He's just the biggest and the stockiest out of all of these edge rushers we have. But it looks like Abdul Carter is going to be the guy that does that. And I just can't wait to see this guy next week, first off. But I really can't wait to see him week 1 against Washington. Laramie Tunsil's out there. We'll see, how often he gets matched up on Tunsil. That'll probably be a lot of Thibodeau and Burns. He'll probably be on the other side. He'll probably be in the middle. And I'm guaranteeing you that this guy is going to make his presence felt. In every game, gone are the days where we have edge rushers who are good players who, one game you're like, I wish I would have seen this guy play. I wish I would have noticed him playing because he didn't really jump off the tape. Abdul Carter is going to be noticed in every single game that he plays. This guy he's built different. Really happy to break down these couple plays, just a handful of plays here. You all let me know what you're thinking of Abdul Carter. Again, I cannot wait to see this dude play in the regular season. He's going to be a game changer on this defensive line that was already talented, that was already leading the league in sacks before Dexter Lawrence left. Adding this guy to this is just unfair.